Where last did you see my bottle?
I don't know, but I found a sick hiding place for it if you ever leave it out again.
Oh. Where?
I don't know where your bottle is, dude. Oh, shit.
So you're making juice. So you're making juice.
If anybody's here already, yes, I am early. Some doings have happened in the Big Brother house. Oh shit. Something actually fucking happened. Something worthy enough to start a little early. Why not?
There's only one left. Probably shouldn't make it. If it's just me that wants juice. If nobody wants juice, I'm not going to make it.
I will be on camera shortly, folks, but I'll let you listen in to the feed for the moment. There is a change of nominations, to say the least. An interesting twist. Very interesting. I will let you know more once the room fills in. Some of you already know. And if you do, fine, share it. Share it in the room if you want. What I would like you to do, though, is if you could, please, those of you that are here, please hit the share so that you let other folks know that we're on. I'm going to do that right now since I'm reminding myself of it, and you. Twitter would be nice, Facebook, smoke signals, carrier pigeon, you know, the things that I've mentioned before. Morse code is good across Telegraph, if you're still using that. Telex, that's the shit from back in the 80s. And that was Anthony that just farted, by the way. That was not me. Truth. Anthony just farted on camera. And it was not quite a Dane quality, but it was, well, the Great Dane. I mean, shit.
Oh. You better fucking put my bottle back.
Let's see.
That's fear. Whoever hit my bottle, put it back because they're scared.
Uh-oh. Anthony's on the warpath about his bottle.
Should be.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
What
Are
the
you making
fuck
it?
do I have Beyonce in my fucking head
No,
for?
go ahead.
Can't
I didn't
stand the
think anybody
bitch.
wanted it. That's why I was like,
I know. Damn you, bruh. You
vote for
dissed
what?
the Queen Bey. Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce. I'm sorry. I like Destiny's Child. I didn't like Beyonce. She is the 21st century Diana Ross. That's what she is. And I'm not saying that to disrespect Diana Ross but she did the same shit. She got too big for her own britches and she's like, fuck y'all, I'm going on my own. And then those other ladies didn't end up doing much. Oh. See that? Oh no. Okay. Actually, not quite yet. I did not. To answer that question, I did not yet watch it, but that is right. I've literally been tossing a lot of different things around, doing different stuff for the last couple hours. I did not do that yet. I swear I will. I want to so badly. Um, I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I will get to that pronto. Um, Let me write. Actually, oh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I figured you would understand. I know you all were always very nice about that. Those are the hot, sweaty sounds of Cory, folks. She was doing some weightlifting, dumbbells. No, nobody particular I'm mentioning as dumbbells. Just saying she was using dumbbells, free weights, if you will. Free weights. That's the term, isn't it? You don't say dumbbells anymore because people go, no, dumbbell. No, no. I'm like, no, dumbbell. Um, you ever see the old school weights that guys used to have to pick up? They were like polygon shaped and shit. They were like shaped like cowbells almost, right? They were like 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever, and they were like kettlebells. And nowadays they have the kettlebell again, but they're like round, so they're not as obtrusive. Because before they used to be kind of like fucked up pyramids, but they were like polygons. They had like a flat top, but then they had this big loop, and you'd pick it up, and it was like whatever. I mean, I'm talking like 30s, 40s shit. I'm not talking now 50s, 60s. I'm talking 30s, 40s stuff that like you saw in old Bugs Bunny cartoons. Friggin' Cory is a beast. Cory is going beastly. Beastly! Don't mess with Sasquatch or Cory. She's got like 10 or 15 pound weights, free weights in each arm, and she's doing short squats with a little jump, and she just did 15 reps. She did like a small squat with a little leap, like a little frog leap, of about 6 inches, and she did 15 reps on that. She's done that a couple times, and then she's gone over to the weight bar, and she's done squats with the bar, and I'm sure there's about 50 pounds on that bar at least. I mean, so on yeah, at least. So, and that bar it by itself is what, 30 or something. This chick is not to be fucked with. I mean, in the sense of comps, uh, not to be fucked with. Not, no, no. But I think she's working out frustrations, and I'll explain why in a few moments. Just letting the room filter in a bit. Zeta, um, thank you for showing up a little earlier than planned. I'm sorry I did not hit you early on that because I would have normally hit you on it, but I figured it was not a huge deal if you showed up a little later. But I just noticed that there have been some relatively large occurrences in the sense of the game that have happened in the past hour. Oh, let me move on from the the Cory workout channel. to Channel 3. And we have, what do we have here? We have some kitchen table talk and kitchen prep talk. We have we have Adam, we have Kiera, a couple others I just saw in the frame. I think Esti, Anthony, I believe I heard just kind of mumbling there for a moment. I believe also some of the others are nearby as well, such as Damien. All right, let's go.
It goes.
Sorry I
bad
didn't.
so quick. We don't have many.
Sorry I didn't go with the opening with King's theme tonight. There was no reason for that other than I just wanted to jump on air pretty quick.
Spray too.
Or even just wet wipes.
Because of what was going on in here in the house. So there is not a big old blowout, no big old fight, none of that stuff in the house. But let me mute that for a moment so that I don't have to scream over them and you can hear me properly. Let's first give a shout out to all the folks that are in here. Let me take care of one little thing first, just an editing thing. I need to take, two editing things. Edit that. This is something I try to do. I try to remind myself each day. And, hey, I fucked it up. I have a tendency to forget to take the live now off of the previous day's video. I try to do it like as soon as I can after the episode is over. But if I don't catch it right away, it goes into processing and then I can't see it for a few hours, and then it's all out of sight, out of mind after that. Edit. Okay. So I'm just going in right now while I have the presence of mind to do it. And I'm just editing out live now on the last 2 days of episodes prior to this one. But I'm leaving the live now on now because we're live now. So at the moment I'm talking, well, you could be watching this as a replay. So if you are, then it's not live now, and hopefully I've changed the title of it by that time. If I haven't, then fuck me dead. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's why I do get some people saying to me, I'm trying in the live chat and I can't chat. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I've got one person that seems to blow me up like every day about it. And I'm just like, oh, dude, I should explain. And so here I am explaining it. To that person, I won't say their name. Thank you for blasting me on that one. Kindly. In your way, just kind of out of frustration going, I can't chat when I'm in your chat. And it's because I'm not live at that moment. Even though the chat, you can see it if you choose to look at it. To that individual, I would, if you really want to get involved in the chat, come on over to the live shows, man. I always promote the times. 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 West Coast. This is a person that's not familiar to the family, so we're always looking for new folks to come on in and have fun with us. So yeah, I would appreciate that. Ginger Snaps, thank you very much for retweeting the tweet of my tweet. Yeah, retweeting my tweet. About the show being on. Thank you very much for doing that. So, here we are. Okay. Shoutouts. Let's do this. Okay. Debbie Burnfeld. Hello. CD1, what's up? Come here. Come here. Liz G. What's up? That's 2. Robin, that's 3. What's up, Robin? How you doing? CD1, what's going on? Let's see. Zeta. I just like saying the name Zeta. It's a nice name. It's simple yet elegant. Tawana, what's up? 4. Let's see. Heather, what's up? How you doing, Heather? It's also good to see you. It's good to see you all. Miss Elementary, hello, Miss Elementary. How are you, Sharon? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Lady Di, my lady, how are you? Good to see you as well. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. If I missed anybody in here, please let me know. I don't see Yankee yet, but that's okay because it's actually 7:20 her time. So she's probably, just starting to relax, having some dinner probably, because I think she finishes work around 6 her time. So, it takes her a while probably to get home and get relaxed and kick back, have something to eat, maybe talk to the family a little bit, and then chill out. So, camera 3, I'm on it.
Definitely could have been.
Could have been.
But I doubt it was Esty. Esty and Cory have been talking a lot lately.
Esty would have put up you or Cory up, or you or Adam, I think. Adam for sure. She would have put up Adam for sure.
Yeah.
Now, while these guys are talking, I'm going to give you the update.
Me personally, I thought it was either you, Adam, or Kiera, but it wouldn't make sense. It would make a lot of sense for Adam to do it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make sense for you to do it because that's somebody who would keep you here.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Okay.
I did, honestly, like you said, I've said, I feel good with Cory. Yeah. The only fact is that, like I already told you guys since 42 days, or 42.
Yeah.
No, Adam
here left.
Yeah.
I didn't put it up.
Had the power of veto.
I wish I found it. I haven't found anything.
I do not know the order in which these events have occurred yet. I have to research it further.
Afterwards.
Zeta might be able to help me on this.
Yeah. Hit it,
if so, Zeta, let me know and maybe we can do a call-in.
So Pike is in there. He was in there.
My understanding is.
In there to the DR, and I went in there right after, and it's gone. And then he came in. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the recorder? What are you talking about? Yeah. And I'm like, there was a tape recorder in here. I hid it in a box. And that box is moved now. Yeah. It wasn't me, man. Yeah.
Okay. So the recorder came into play. The tape recorder that was shown last night on last night's Big Brother episode. That Damien Damien and Esty had discovered. Esty had seen it first. Damien saw it, started playing around with it, and was like, didn't have a tape. It didn't seem to have anything. Okay. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Now you may remember there was a clip of Adam finding a container, a small box, clamshell type box it seemed, inside of one of the file boxes that was sitting on one of the desks, or the desk, in the archive. He also found a flashlight that was a blue light flashlight, or black light if you will. So that will pick up that's meant to pick up certain types of otherwise invisible ink. It was probably had some sort of ink message on the box or something around it or something in the box because he was shining it all around and he said it's a secret or something, like a secret or a clue. And he said it out loud and he stopped looking at that, put it back where it was, And then he started using the black light to go and look at the file cabinets or the files that were on the wall. And then Big Brother said, "Adam, stop." And it went to what I call a PowerPoint fish, where they could just give us the "oh, we'll be back. That's secret. That's classified shit." Okay, all right. So he found something, but that was before the magical tape recorder came out. As far as I can tell, continuity-wise, I think that's the way it went. But I may be wrong on that. So now, today, all of a sudden, we have our certain situation right now is that there are 3 nominees. 3. Adam apparently has used his power of veto. Oop, Dane is talking to the camera. Dane was pissed off talking to the camera just now.
Like, what do you not see? There's been 4 winners in the house. 3 of them are pretty boys, 1 of them is not. Damien can't build a fucking puzzle. Oh, Poppy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I am sweating and struggling and cursing the whole pipe dream. And she is laughing at me, smiling, swinging from her pipe.
He's referring
What the hell am I missing here?
to Cory.
Why are we keeping her? Doesn't make sense.
Okay, now listen. Cory, Estee, and Damien are your current nominees. Damien is still on the block. Adam removed himself from the block. Now, the early discussion had been Estee as the replacement.
Mama.
But now, something happened earlier today, within the last couple of hours. I do not know exactly what that was, what the series of events was. I did see one thing that said that Damien seemed relatively pleased with himself. A comment that had been made on one of the reporting sites.
Not to take our shot at Cory when she has no chance of getting power. No chance. She's a sitting duck. Her wings are broken. The hell?
So Dane is opining
Why the hell would we not take
to
a
a
shot?
party of none.
They did it to Sam. Sam had a chance to save herself. She couldn't beat me in a freaking broken record. What the hell are we gonna keep Cory here for? So she can win and control her fate?
I have a feeling he doesn't care for Cory very much. I'm just saying. I mean, at least game-wise. So, yes, Damien, Estee, and Cory are on the block. 3 nominees. So there was apparently something, a twist, that got unleashed
No, there's no way.
as a
result
result of this tape recorder.
I'm winning this game. That's the only person that could probably beat me. Pike is gonna take me. I'm not gonna go after Pike.
You should.
Me, Anthony, Pike's Mark. Pike's gonna take me further. Anthony's gonna take me further. I'm gonna take. Oh my god. Cory's in this game, Anthony's gonna take Cory further. There's no freaking reason why I should keep her here. Not even up for discussion. Not even up for discussion. Sorry, Pops. I'll hear you out. There's no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
So he'll hear him out for the courtesy of hearing him out. But
Sucker, bro.
it's already like, hey, dude, just to let you know, I'll hear you out, but I ain't gonna do anything different than what I've already planned. Just saying. So if you want to talk to me, that's cool. You know, that's what he's saying. That is what he's basically kind of saying to us and himself as to what he would basically be like with Anthony. You know, well, whatever. He's whistling as he's walking along.
Hot tubbing.
Whoa, hey, no. He just mooned everybody. Thank you. No, thank you. Did not need that. Thank you, sir. It's all right. Just a couple butt cheeks, whatever. Everybody has them. So Dane's going into the shower to let the great Danage be cleansed. Let's see who else is here. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, Poseidon, what's up? Long time no see. Lisa Ginger's Naps. Thank you for giving the shout out on the retweet. I like that. Thank you. And for all out there, please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. If you haven't hit the subscribe, please hit the like. Also, notification bell. That's a good thing to hit. And share. Yeah. Share on Twitter. Share on Facebook. Share on whatever. I mean, fuck. If you still use MySpace, I guess. I mean, I don't know if you can do that. Do they even have a function where you can share shit on MySpace? Do people even use MySpace? Or is it like a ghost town? Should there be like a thing where like there's a place where like a site like people like go in with we're going into the ghost town known as myspace.com. I'm gonna see if there's anything left in here. Let's see, what do we got? We got some Mary Jones from 1999. Wow, that's cool. Wow, Mary Jones from 1999. Look at that outfit. Holy shit. I'm just like imagining, like there are these like friggin' pages. There are the pages, channels. There's one that I love called Explore With Us. They're friggin' great. Father and daughter team, and they explore the desert Southwest, and they go through public land management, the Bureau of Land Management, where it's all public lands, so they can roam about legally anywhere in those areas and investigate places, look into places that are abandoned and just left to rot. And some places they find are immaculate in their preservation. Some of them are completely destroyed and wrecked. Some of them are graffitied up to a disgusting end. Some of them, they find sometimes these things, though, that are just like literally time capsules. I mean, they are fucked up. It's a fucked up thing, but it's a great thing. So that's a channel. Explore With Us. Look them up on YouTube. They're definitely worth it. Esty is walking about in the bathroom looking around. I don't know who she's looking for. Although Dane was just in the shower and all of a sudden he disappeared. Now he's down the hallway. What the fuck? Is this like The Shining or something?
Anthony's in there.
Oh no. Wait, no.
Did that.
Oh yeah. What the fuck?
What?
Opened all the cupboards.
I was just in there. Was it open? All of them are open? Pike is looking for a veto now. Pike is looking for a veto.
For sure.
Wow. How is that so easy?
You're 100 pounds.
Yeah, but I took you down the other day.
I let you take me down.
No, you didn't.
You're not gonna take freaking the rock down.
No, you did not let me.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
What?
Yeah, I'm wearing boots.
Oh, I'm wearing boots.
Dane wants to wrestle with Esty.
It would be harder to move then. Yeah. Wow, Catwoman. No, you're the gremlin.
Okay, I'm gonna poo myself there. I need to go poo. I need to poo so bad.
I just did.
You poo?
Outside.
Ew.
Don't tell me how to poop. That's not. That's a turn. That's not a turn on.
What is that? I need to poo?
No, that's not a turn on.
I don't care.
They are so flirty.
We're just pals.
Yeah.
Just pals.
This is my best friend in the house right here.
My bestie Esty, as Kiki would say.
Bestie. Esty the bestie.
You're not the bestie at all. Okay, I am.
Yeah, we're each other's besties. Oh shit! Yo, you're trying to kill me for real.
He almost pushed her ass over tea kettle into the friggin' over the fucking cliff over the sofa. That would have been funny as fuck, but dangerous as hell too. That would have been an old school ECW move right there. That would have been like, oh my god! Joey Styles would call that shit. Oh yeah. Sorry, I got to throw that out there for the wrestling fans. Tommy Tremonti will understand that one. Bender, if you're out there, woo, you'll understand.
Was it you? No. It's either you, Kiera, or Adam. It wasn't me, man. Alright?
And then you said that to you?
I believe you. Okay.
Oh, about who put up. Oh, I thought we were talking about this.
Really? Get a close up on those. What?
Alright, so they're saying something about who put up blank.
I want to work out.
So we're playing match game here? I don't know. I'm trying to gather.
I feel like it's not good to work out when you're full. I ate 6 slices.
Did you eat more slop?
No, I don't want to.
I'm not gonna eat slop till Thursday or till.
Let me take a look here. The lady dies saying yes. The secret that's right. I'm sorry. I did not mention the name of it. It was a secret assassin.
You have to.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No.
It's mandatory.
And they named a third nom.
No?
Okay. So that's how it was. Okay.
For what? For a whole week.
You have to eat 3 servings every single day.
Well, I ate 20 servings of slop so far.
You crack me up. Should I work out?
You gotta shit yourself.
Dane should know.
No, she's just wondering who did it. Just wondering who did it.
Oh.
And she's just like,
I think that was me. I said, nope.
I just told her.
So was it?
Dane, Esty, and I in the room when found the recorder. I told her like legit.
This is Damien talking right now to Dane and Esty,
No one's gonna be able to tell.
saying about how he spoke to Cory.
It's gotta be Pike.
Or Mark in the Joker.
It wasn't Mark. It wasn't Mark.
No?
Mark's not that stupid.
Yes, Ginger Snaps, ass over tea kettle. That's one I heard from when I was like a little kid. My grandmother used to like saying it. And I always kind of thought, okay, well, why would you go? Why would you have a tea kettle that low? Why would you flip somebody over a tea kettle? Is that like some, like, Eastern European thing? Is that some like I don't know? Is that some tradition in like I don't know, fucking like
keep Cory off of us.
Yeah.
Italy, Macedonia. I mean, where do they do such things?
No, he's doing pull-ups. Like
Zeta, is that a Greek thing?
Yeah.
Like you put an ass over a tea kettle. I know you break plates on the ground and you go, oppa, bang, smack. And when you get, that's like good luck and shit when you break the plates.
Really?
Wow, okay, cool. Hope they bought you some for your house. Hope those weren't the ones they bought for you.
So much shit today. I feel like I have to.
Hey, where are those plates you got? Oh, these right here, the ones we're supposed to use? Yep. That's what we need. Yeah, okay. Opa, bang. Opa.
Oh, it's there.
Like, no POV first week, didn't win
Just saying.
POVs both other times I've been on the block.
Yeah.
So I've got a full week on the block.
Blackstar who keeps making it through.
Camera one. Working on it.
Difference happened every time.
Yeah.
First week, no POV.
Yeah.
Second time I was on the
Got us in effect. Only took me about 1 minute to see it. I started early, so Wonky is not expecting me to be already going now.
That'll be like May 10th.
Right.
This is a triple. Perfect.
Well, it can only be a double. It wouldn't be able to be a triple.
Well, I guess.
Can you imagine if she got him? Like, guys, there's no vote this week.
We'll have to sit down and talk.
Yes, I want to sit down. I want to hear what everyone has to say.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm not talking to Adam. Like, dude.
No. Everyone has a right to say we're a 4-person group. Everyone gets a chance to talk.
Yeah.
And I want to hear reasonings. And
it was Adam Poseidon. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. But what do you think? It's just one person leaving, and then it goes straight.
I believe it.
I don't fucking know, but if that's the case, it's perfect because.
Right. Then I just have two really pissed off people at me.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's hindering this now. Right now, I want to get Cory out. But the thing is, now I'm thinking for the group.
Yeah.
You pissed off 2 people.
Which were Este's not here's the thing. Este's illogically pissed. She's like, you broke trust. I'm like, Este, you're the person who ran around, so you slander my name here and there, and doing a bunch of things. Yeah. And like, it wasn't logical what she's doing. She's playing very whatever. Damien's honestly a good dude. And between me and you, between Damien and Este, I'm even okay keeping Damien. But the group decided we do the group once. Just literally out of character.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a great dude.
He's a great dude. And obviously he was upset, everything, he wants me on a back burner plate. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good. I'm just talking to Dane here.
Yeah, right.
Just give me a few minutes, buddy. Right, yeah. But he's honestly a very good dude. But, it's a game, right? And, it's a game, and we have to look out for the group.
Yeah.
And,
honestly, again, I said my piece before the book nomination, and I thought Cory was the one back to the group. Yeah. However, I felt differently, but now I still hold strong to my opinion about Cory leaving. But now that we ruffle feathers, like, fuck.
How pissed off right now? You gotta be honest.
You should talk to them.
Is Damien and Este?
You should talk to at least one of them.
What do you think?
What do you think?
What do you think, by the way, Damien thinks about you?
That he wasn't the target.
You already know he is. Like going back on that would be very cheesy right now.
Just say he wasn't the target. Just say he knew Adam was going to take himself off. And he wanted to say the biggest campaigner against me was Este. He was pissed off.
Against.
Like,
I heard it. Against.
Not necessarily.
Against.
Yes,
Not making fun. I just find that interesting.
Me neither. You know who fucking did?
Yeah, I know, but he didn't campaign.
Fucking saying fucking and shit and goddamn and motherfucker.
The way he came over to
you come out exactly the same, don't they?
He didn't come over to me and said that he would have voted Kiki if the votes were there.
Oh,
yeah.
Although there maybe add an A in there. A. What the fuck are you?
Este was the one. I want to put up Este. I know she's not a big target, but she's a big threat in my game. Like, she wanted me gone 2 weeks ago. Just to build her bridge with Damien. Right. Este's not going to win.
Yeah, I know.
And
like,
if you guys are scared of Damien winning,
I know.
He's not going to win, but if you want to build that bridge with him again, like, you honestly weren't the target. I needed one of you to win the POV so I can put up Este. Everyone thinks it's a week and we'll put up Este. That's fine. I'm working out for my game. Este was slandering my name for the last 2 weeks, and now she's trying to flirt with me. Bullshit.
Okay.
That's the way you can go about it.
How are your relationships right now with Damien and Este? With Damien and Este, how are you doing?
100%.
You're good with both of them?
Yes.
Even though they're both coming over to you and being like, who are you voting for?
No, they haven't done that yet. It just happened today, Mark.
Okay.
So So that's why you can be like, just to say that, be like, yeah, I needed to put 2 guys to win the POV, and yeah, maybe as a house, you guys probably thought Essie was a weak target in my opinion, in your eyes, but in my eyes, I needed to protect my game, and that little girl was slandering my name for 2 weeks. You weren't the target. Adam wasn't the target. I knew one of you two were going to pull each other. Someone
Little girl, huh?
If you want to build, just going forward with an if we
Ooh.
were to decide to take Cory out.
And you know that he would take in all this information and probably still put me up, like regardless.
A little rough.
Like you know.
He wouldn't put me up. He won't put Adam up.
Little
He
girl.
won't put Anthony up. If he puts you up, he still has votes.
You don't
Everyone
think
thinks you're alone.
you don't think he put me up next to Adam?
No, he loves Adam now. He loves Adam.
Right.
Last 4 days, he's just been talking about Adam. And then he came up to me and said, we should talk to Adam and maybe make a final 3 deal. And I was like, we don't even have a final, like, I was like, what are you talking? I was like, okay, yeah, sure, because I was just trying to get him on the boy side.
Okay.
So that he won't put up Adam, he won't put up me.
Little girl.
He won't put up Anthony.
Wow.
He'll put up Kiera and you, if anything.
Right.
Essie heard that?
So that's why Anthony got in her head saying this and this and this about you and Damien. No. And this and this and this about Adam and Damien. No. Like, Anthony thinks he knows a lot more than I know. Everyone, Mark, between you and me, everyone wants to make a fucking alliance with me.
I know.
It's getting annoying. Like, everyone's like, I really want to work with you. Essie thinks she has me to the final 3. Damien thinks he has me to the final 3. Kiera now thinks they have me to the final, like, 3 or 4. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. It's good because I get all this information and bring it to my 4 or my 3. That's why when Anthony was just like saying shit about Damien wants Adam out. Yeah, Damien definitely didn't want Adam out. But me, Adam, and Damien were in that room, and they both looked in each other's eyes, and they're like, yeah, you're good with me, you're good with me. I was right there. I didn't want to bring that up because Anthony would have been like, no, man, no. Like, Anthony, you have literally only focused on one relationship for the last 3 or 4 weeks with Cory. You've helped us out last week with Cory, 100%. Not taking that away. It's just like, honestly, man, it's just like Sam and Adam. Adam literally only built one relationship for this whole game with Sam.
I think he's built good relationships with Kiera too.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the blowout the last few weeks? Kiera right now is with Adam.
Yeah, well, of course, because Adam wins comps.
And Anthony, right now, without the boys, would be with Cory.
Yeah.
They hang out 80% of the day.
Right.
And the other 20%, he sleeps.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like letting him talk and be like, I know this, I know that. I hang out with Damien. I hang out with everyone equally in this house.
Yeah.
And I bullshit with everyone, and then for some fucked up reason, everyone wants me and to be in an alliance with them.
Because you're good.
Yeah, but
and you're not gonna like.
I guess I'm a good liar too.
You sick man. Well, I get to share my HOH with some secret assassin now.
Yeah.
That's all good. That's all good.
I just gotta be Pike.
Yeah.
Not
it's either you, Pike, or Kiera. That's what it is.
I know I can't see if I did or not.
Right.
But I swear I did.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because I wish I did, man. I wish I found some kind of power in this fucking game. Fanboy since day one, and I can't
find shit. Yeah, I couldn't find shit either.
I've watched this show for fucking 21 years, and I can't find something in his house. Even the secret room, I'm like, it's probably in the in the archive room, but I'm gonna go to the have-not anyways. And I look, and Essie and Damien find it. Like, okay. Like, fuck.
I think, man. You think this is a double, and then there's another double? Because I swear I saw 70 days on that contract, man.
I thought I saw 75.
69, 70. Yeah, oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't. Shit, that was bad.
Mark, stop talking about production.
Well, if it...
If it's a double, it's fine.
If it, yeah.
It's fine.
So if it's a double, it's...
If it's triple, it's even better. We take out.
Well, it can't be a triple. It can be a double, because 2 of the 3 would go home, right? You know what I mean?
You listen to the... I blacked out.
Yeah, I blacked out too. It says... One person's game will be ending. But that doesn't mean anything. That means one person's game was ending even before.
Yeah.
That just means they're ending as in, like, who knows? Maybe it's that person already is leaving. And then we still vote this person out.
I don't know. Right.
So if it can't be a triple, it could be a double because only 2 people would go phone, right? Yeah, that's that. I know there's 3 people unless Arisa gets up. It's like, no vote, guys. All 3 you go. I'm like, whoa, okay.
That'd be fun.
I know.
It would be, honestly.
Oh my
That'd be
god.
perfect.
Literally beat it.
This is exactly what we wanted. I hope that happened.
If that happened and I accidentally won the triple when everyone else was trying to fight for the triple, that would be the most hilarious.
Yeah. Whoever found that recorder, thank God.
Because you found it
I
on.
found it with about already empty, and then I hid it.
Someone told me about the recorder. I think you told me about it.
Yeah, I found it on the
Poseidon, where you
table,
been?
and I put it in a box
By the
with
way,
a bunch of binders on top of it, so no one would find
I haven't
it.
seen you in so
And then
long.
Next day, the box lid is open and a binder's sticking out. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Good to have you back.
The only 2 people that saw me do it were Esty and Damien, and Esty was meditating with Kiera, Cory, and Anthony, and I fucking Kramer kicked the door and said, "Where's the recorder, Esty?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "The recorder we found last night in the archive room." She's like, "I don't fucking know." In front of everyone. Then I go to the HOH room because Damien's drumming away. I'm like, "Where's the recorder?" He goes, "What?" I'm like, "Where's the recorder?" He's like, "Oh, I don't fucking know. In the box." I was like, "No." And then I saw Pikes go back and forth in that room like 6 times.
So you're saying it could have been Esty or Damien as well?
No, because they were just chilling around the recorder when I went in there. And I was like, what is this? I don't know.
Wait, I just realized it can't be just you, Adam, Kiera. It can also be Esty and Damien.
Yeah. They wanted the same thing.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't Cory.
Wasn't Cory, wasn't Esty.
So Dane, Adam,
I
Kiera,
thought it was you, maybe.
Esty, and Damien apparently knew about the recorder beforehand. Before it was maybe used.
Yeah, no, Adam thinks it's me.
I'm guessing a tape was found.
Why would it?
you know, Anthony could still be pushed to Damien's late. I know that.
I know.
You know, Anthony be pushing for Cory to leave it out.
Yeah.
And honestly...
What do you think the reasons that Anthony would say are?
Okay, if he brings up one more fucking time and he thinks that Damien is a fucking huge threat in comps, I'm gonna fucking smack him.
Okay, don't smack him because then you'll get evicted. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'll get evicted by a fucking uppercut.
Yeah.
I was like,
take out your teeth.
Dude, the only comp he was remotely close in is buzzkill.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim, you're taking off?
Samantha and me.
Okay.
No chance he was winning that.
Okay, try to have a good day. Hope everything went well today. Sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you, but you have a good night, okay?
I would have easily beat Damien in that compy call game. No, hands down, no fact about it. Done. I would have laughed at him.
Have a good night. I should say good day because this is my daytime for me.
48.
It's my morning.
More.
Actually, this is like noon for me.
62.
Noon.
69.
Mid-afternoon.
We just played 75.
Memory serves me right, and it usually does.
Really? How did you do an I Spy, motherfucker?
Man, that was not memory, bro. That was just like guessing. Everyone guessed. Yeah. If we had 10 minutes.
5 minutes even.
5 minutes. Yeah, way better.
I'm just muting the action here because I have a question to the crowd. There are some of you in the group that are part of a specific other group. And I know some of you are here. I would like to know if you have received what you were promised. I'm just curious to poll if you're comfortable in stating one way or another if you have or have not received your promised funds, because today is April 15th, the day that not only taxes are due, but other monies that some people owe other people. I can think of quite a few names on that list of people that are owed money. Thankfully, I'm not one of them any longer. But I know there is one person that's really looking for some money and still hasn't gotten it. And they're being told now it might be April 18th. 18th? Okay. So just kind of wondering because I know it's not. It's not officially April 16th yet, but we're an hour and 6 minutes away from it on the East Coast, the eastern part of the country, where that is the official time zone that really is effective in this case. Clock's ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. You know what that means. Oh, Debbie, you were going to text me about that. Feel free to do so if you wish. Yeah, that's pending. Okay. Right. No, I made sure I paid attention to that date, April 18th. One particular person that's owed a lot of money. The most of the whole bunch. You would think that would be the first person to get the money. April 18th? Really? Before it was April 20th, and then you canceled it. You canceled it. And then you blame them. That doesn't work out. Especially when they showed me the text of everything that happened in that transaction and afterwards. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm keeping your name out of my mouth. Because actually, I'm sick of fucking saying it. I'm sick of thinking it. Oh, yeah, grow up, right? Yeah, that's another thing. You know what? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't give a fuck what you think. Telling me to grow up? You're the one that's got to grow up. You're the one that's got to be a man, right? You said that a few days ago. I know. Yeah. That nice construction video. Yeah. The sound of caterpillars and the sound, and I'm not talking about the little woolly ones on the ground, the insects. I'm talking about a caterpillar fucking hose and shit. Not hose. Not those kind of hose. I'm like backhoes and like beep, 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 heavy equipment and shit. It's like, really? Wow, what happened to the great green screen? Fuck. If you need to pay some bills, I'll buy the green screen from you. Of course, I'm not going to pay you nearly what you think it's worth. Plus, it's been used. It's been in your possession. I think actually you probably should pay me to take it, or pay someone to take it because it's got the funk of 40,000 years on it. Shout out to Vincent Price, by the way. It's Vincent Price Awareness Day. Thank you. I'm just saying. Yeah. I see that, Zeta. Thank you. McRae, welcome. Thank you Thank you for coming by. Yes, Yankee. Thank you. I think I better put that on vibrate. Everybody has that. I got to find Yankee her own theme. Sorry, Zeta. You have to share it with Yankee for right now. You'll be writing a book. House on Haunted Hill. Yeah, McRae. I will give you credit. Hey, Vincent Price. That's a damn good Vincent Price. Yes, the Funk of 40,000 Years. You caught that reference. Yeah, there you go. A little thriller. McRae, Mac, if I may, I can't speak. I'm starstruck. I'm sorry. No, seriously, man. I will apologize to you for not getting back to you on Twitter. I know you've posted a couple of tweets to me. The reason I'm just going to say straight out, man, just to be because I want to be completely transparent and authentic with you. The last time I checked, now, and this is not disrespect, okay? The last time I checked, the last time I saw any actions from Shay, yes, I put his name in my mouth now. So, okay, I can't take it out of my mouth. It's already left in my mouth, so it's not in my mouth. The last time I talked with him, or the last time I even was dealing with him, or watching any of his productions, I know you and he were heavily not heavily working, but working together, and I did not know the agenda. So I hope you can understand that I am a little apprehensive about responding to you in a public manner. Plus, the choices that I made, as I was saying on my show a couple of nights ago, the choices that I made in regard to apologizing to Rockstar, to her fiance Chris, and then subsequently apologizing on Twitter to Swaggy and to Bailey, and then also on my show apologizing to them likewise. Those choices I made based on knowledge. Some things that the thing you have to remember is up until just a week ago, I was going solely based off of anything and everything he who shall not wish to be named was saying and doing and reporting. Now, while the numbers did seem to match up to a certain degree, and some aspects did seem to match up to a certain degree at that time, a couple of things were brought to my attention. I will not elaborate as to where, how, or who. But enough things were made apparent and clear regarding some things to the point where I felt that it was a responsibility that I needed to do as an individual. I was not pressured or coaxed or asked or demanded or anything to apologize to Chris Williams and Bailey Dayton. However, I did because I needed to. Not because I was told you need to do that, or I want you to do that, or people telling me you owe them an apology. It was because I was associated with an individual that tore apart and twisted certain elements of a narrative, and I was silly enough to follow it completely as if what was being presented to me was a 100% authentic, full, if you will, documentary. No, I'm putting that. I know that terminology was never used by that individual, but it was an exposed party. It was a expose, and it was given in a format that was very much like a documentary. There were many installments, too many, and it was ad nauseum. Many people will attest to that. Once you got past the third and fourth, it was like, now you're showing the same video over again and again and again. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, hey, it's your show. Your show. Do what you're gonna do. But some people even in after this has all happened, while it was happening, actually, some people were like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, hey, and I was eating it up. Please, sir, can I have some more? I was eating it up because I thought, oh my God, this is horrendous. This is awful. This is disgusting. This is, and then I did not realize a couple of things that were very minor. By the way, this is how this happened. Oh, where I did not facilitate or ask for any such information. I was told specific things. And I learned certain things that were completely different than the narrative presented by someone else. Now, I know that some people will tell you, and I say you being anyone that's listening to this, Brian can't be trusted. He broke Shay's trust. Take that for what you will. And yeah, I said his name again. I could be talking about any guy that name. No. What I'm just saying is, and first of all, who are you to tell me to keep your name out of my mouth? You had no problem saying my name. I didn't tell you to keep my name out of your mouth. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I'd rather not even be discussing you. But here I am doing it because the clock is ticking. I have not heard one favorable thumbs up or anything on social media or seen anything yet that has said that anybody has been receiving their money. And the one person that was supposed to really receive that money it will be 4 weeks ago, Thursday. They're still waiting. And they're told that their new due date is Thursday. 4 weeks after? 4 weeks? If it's going to take 4 weeks, even if it even goes through, if it's going to take 4 weeks for you to come up with $380 for one person, Oh my God. How long is it going to take you to pay number one, number two, number three, number four, and all the other folks in between? Wow. Wow. McRae, I know you're very curious about it, man. And I get it. I get it. And I realize, dude, I don't want to have any sort of problem with you, man. I don't. Because actually, to be quite honest, you were one of the few folks in that season that I actually enjoyed watching. I know a couple of my viewers might not agree with that. Um, you and Amanda, I actually enjoyed watching. um, but again, that recent association with that person, I'm sorry if I haven't read in the chat if you've said more about it. Let me see here. Well, okay, okay. Um, oh, dude, I'm not gonna go. No, no, no. If you're saying go in on you, man, I'm not. King, what's up, KL? What's up, man? Welcome to the room. Have you been here for a while, or are you just jumping in now? If you're just jumping in here right now, KL, I should let you know McRae is in the room. Um, now, so I do want to formally welcome you, though, McRae. Forgive me for not being a proper host. That just kind of surprised me that you came into the room. Usually, my wife is monitoring with me and will keep me up to date on these things. So if it was a few moments that went by that, or actually if it was quite a while that you went by before I noticed you were here, my apologies. It was not a matter of purposely ignoring you. But it was kind enough that my both of my mods, two of my three mods, blew me up and said, "McRae's in the room." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, thank you." Ah, yes. um, Dude, well, yeah, I mean, you say you're a no one. Okay, I get that. But you also were on a reality show that many of us would probably give one of our appendages for. Um, and depending on the person, they might give up the certain appendage that you might not exactly first imagine. Um, so you're not a nobody, dude. I mean, everybody's a somebody in some way. You just happen to have been one of the fortunate motherfuckers that got on the goddamn show that I love dearly. And would love to be on it if I possibly could, but there's no way in hell that this asshole at this age is going to be on there. That they'd ever take my sorry ass. Not to mention, hey, and I'm 100%. You probably already know from talking, or if you've watched before. I suffer from various, well, let's put it square out. I'm not. No, I suffer from some psychiatric disorders, panic, anxiety, PTSD, that kind of thing. So that's who I am. Um, that makes me an emotional person, yes, and that's what some people prey upon and use as a point of weakness with me. And yeah, yeah. Um, Now, I'm not saying, I'm not making accusations on that. Don't get that cloud. I'm just letting you know, McRae, that's who I am. So I wear my heart on my sleeve, and when I made the steps that I did in the last couple of weeks, when this all started, I did not want to walk away from that. I did not. But I had to. I needed to. And it was the right thing to do. So I left it at that. I don't know if you've watched the previous episode or not, that I laid everything out from my side. As to if you're asking about Kevin, I have a phone number that was given to me by party A, the other individual. He sent me a photographed image of what the fuck, I don't understand this. A photographed image of the phone number. So I'm like, okay. All right. So I put that in my phone book. And the phone number was for Kevin. I have sat on the phone number and I have not called him. Couple of reasons. One, respect, because the man recently had another surgery and is recuperating. And I'm sure the last thing he wants to fucking hear about right now, with recuperating from another follow-up, like from a follow-up surgery, is about some other sort of monetary mess involving his name. So, because, I mean, I'm a Massachusetts boy myself. First 26 years of my life, I lived in Massachusetts. Not 30 minutes from Kevin. So I have an appreciation for fellow New Englanders and so forth. And I just figured, well, I'm going to wait. And I don't want, and when I was given the phone number purposely for the reason that I was part of the fundraising for that second fundraiser. Second one. There were two. $800 that he did on his own, and then $21.20 that was raised between his channel and mine. Now, I can't verify numbers on his end as to what he collected, but his tally, coupled with my tally, and the tally that I accrued, I believe, was somewhere in the $600 to $700 range, possibly a little more. And that was in 3 lump payments that I relayed to the other party separately over a period of about a week. And each of those had the name, first name, and last initial and amount with every single payment. And it gave a grand total as well of that one payment. So I have all of those pictures to prove that that money that was entrusted to me through my PayPal for that purpose was sent to him on XYZ dates, and who the names were of the people that paid. Now, based on the fact that he was running that particular fundraiser on his channel, and I was only offering the PayPal option service to give that money, pardon me, I believe the 2120 number is correct, because based on his subscriber base and my subscriber base, which is slightly less, actually considerably less now. He had about a 400-person spike with this swaggy stuff that happened. It was actually more like 350. Yeah, about 350. He had about a 350 spike, which was a considerable one, a good one. Good for him. I guess what I'm saying is that I believe the number of 2120 in that secondary fundraiser, because roughly 1/3 of it, a little less maybe, or a little more maybe. Like I said, about 600 to 700. I'll have to look back at the final tally, get to an exact number. But I still have all the PayPal names. I have all the PayPal, individual PayPal payments shown on, in my account. And that those were transferred from PayPal to Cash App, and then from Cash App over to his Cash App. So, because I didn't have Cash App myself at the time, and he didn't have a functional PayPal account. That's a whole other story. That's his own story. That has nothing to do with me. I don't even know what the hell the deal is with that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. How the fuck you can get it to work, I would imagine, after a while. Anyway, not my business. That's not my business. But I am hoping, and a lot of people they're in a group of a certain amount of individuals may be saying to me, and they may be cursing me right now, and may be cursing me before, and may be cursing me tomorrow, and next week, and a month from now, and 100 years from now, and their descendants will probably be saying, fuck that guy Brian. Okay, fine. But I am also concerned for those other individuals who have not been given their money back yet. The deadline is not hit yet, I know. But the silence out there is deafening. It's deafening. Because I know there are two specific people that I'm hoping to hear from very soon to tell me that they got their payments. But I really don't believe they will. Not by the 15th, as was promised, like many other promises and things that have been said and done. I'm sorry, I'm not engaging the chat right now. I'm not looking at the chat. My bad. And then on top of that money, then there's the other shirts. The special shirts. The ones that were supposed to come with an autograph. The ones that were supposed to come with a video message from people of the Hive. From Kevin himself. From Evil Dick. From Casey, Season 8. Or, I'm sorry, Season 11. Season 11 Casey. And I don't know how much those individuals... I know one individual from that entire group that was supposed to be involved with that knew nothing about those shirts, knew nothing about that they were going to be getting them to be signed, and that they were going to be doing anything like that for free. Or that they'd be doing anything of the sort, including the video message. So, I mean, lie after lie, deceit after deceit. All right, I mean, lots of leg pulling, folks, lots of leg pulling. Lots. Too much. Too much. And then he tells me to grow up. Ebony, you've been gone for a while, hon. I mean, you've been around in and out here and there that you kind of know enough that of what the general gist is that's been going on, but I'll refer you to my show from Thursday, maybe, of last week. It was like a 3.5 hour show. You can speed forward through the first, like, hour that was Big Brother Canada related. I'm not going to rehash it. I just can't. That night, I'll tell you, after I was done with that show that night, I was so goddamn grateful that show was over. I really was. I was tired. I was tired of talking. I actually kind of am now. And I'm sure a lot of you are saying, yeah, I'm tired of hearing you talk too, Bri. I know I know the people that are definitely saying that. I know that every syllable that comes out of my mouth that you hear is going to make you more angry and more angry and more angry. And I'm not trying to push your buttons. I'm not trying to force you to step out and do anything or say anything. Actually, what I'm trying to do is to make sure one individual pays up to the people he owes money to. I am not trying to tear a person down. I'm trying to make them accountable for the money that they owe people that they said that they promised would be paid up by the 15th. And the 15th is nearly over. Or are you just waiting like a little kid with a magic finger on a button at 11:59 p.m. and go, fuck you all, I'm waiting to the last minute, boof, and then everybody gets their money? Is that the way it's going to work? Okay. Fine. Do it that way. There's only 33 minutes left. Oh, I suppose you're going to go by Western time zone, Aleutian time zone, Hawaiian time, far Western Pacific time. We're talking Guam? Are we talking like, out there where it's still daylight actually? Do you realize that a majority of the world right now is already tomorrow? A majority of the world? It's already tomorrow afternoon in New Zealand. Hope nobody that is in part of that group lives out there. No, Yankee. They got the other shirt. That shirt you're mentioning doesn't even exist. At least that I know of. Hey, Mac. Tell you what. Since you're here on YouTube, I would like to invite you on my show now by voice through a Google Hangout so that our fans can hear. And if you have some questions for me, I will try to answer what I can if I feel comfortable in answering it. I will not promise that I will answer anything in detail. But if you'd like to ask a few questions, I'm willing to take a call from you. My email address for Gmail is up above, colonelangusbb@gmail.com. Or if you prefer to say it, colonelangusbb@gmail.com. So if I hear the ringy dingy, I'll know it's you. I hope. Well, if I'll think it's, I'll assume it's you, and then once I hear the voice, I'll probably be able to tell. If somebody else wants to play a joke on me, I suppose they're already in the midst of trying to do so. Send it on Twitter. Twitter. There's a Twitter voice one? Okay. Give me a moment, Mac. Is there some form of forgive me for being an idiotic twat here, but is there a voice VoIP in the Twitter app, or is it a separate app that I would need to use? Just wondering. Because I have not used that yet. Send the link. A link on Twitter. The link on Twitter. Which link? Forgive me, I'm being dumb here. Which link do you want? Do you want my Twitter link? Tell you what, let's do this. Go to Google Hangouts if you would, because I can do that for sure. I don't mean to make it difficult for you. My apologies. If you open up Google, where is it? Bitch. Bear with me, folks. We'll get this taken care of. Okay. I'll look him up in here. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on. came up with no results for McRae Olsen. I'm like, what the hell? How am I not doing? What am I doing wrong? I don't fuck with Hangouts that often. So I've only got like 2 people in here that I mess with it. So, McRae, if you want, call me on the Google Hangout with that email address, and then it'll ring. I've got the app open, and I've got it on. So when you get a chance, hit me. I just used the ColonelAngusBB@gmail.com. It could come up as Big Brother Bri, but I don't think so. There we go. There you are. Hey, McRae.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, and I can see you as well. We got McRae on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, man.
I've got. Hello.
Yep. See, I'm playing. I'm looking at you through my iPad, so there might be some replay.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like they can hear you on that thing.
Yeah, my speaker's on, so that my fans can hear you.
Hello.
I'm here.
Oh my god.
You're probably going to get a lot of reverb because.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna adjust all my stuff. Oh, it's gonna fuck up everything. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, man.
This is terrible.
No, it's
terrible
okay.
Content, terrible programming. I'm sorry. Brought to you directly from McRae.
Well, no. Hey, it's part of me too.
Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up.
I can hear you. You're good.
In front of your nose. God damn. Hold on. My bad. This is all me. I should be better at this. I have video production background.
I can hear you.
Oh, thumbs up. I see a thumbs up.
I can hear you.
We're gonna cancel this. Oh, you know what? This is gonna happen. I'm just gonna start. You just keep on talking. Just keep
okay.
on.
All right. McRae's getting the, as you can probably hear, he's getting the audio going on his end. So yeah, I guess he can't hear me, which I thought it was maybe going to be a matter of him hearing me twice. So that would be awful. He's on my full screen right now, and he's got his cans on, and he's got a real nice microphone, nice one. So he's just kind of doing a little bit of checking around, just checking his levels and so forth in his studio, and
whole game here. Okay.
he's cursing a little bit at his equipment. No reflection, I'm sure, on other equipment. I'm just joking with, and he'll know that once he plays his back. I like his shirt. He's got a shirt that looks like a younger version of him, posing as Jesus or something. I don't know. I'll have to ask him about that. It looks kind of cool though. And he's got some like red beats on, which I really respect the shit out of. I like those beats. Somebody meandering about in his. I guess now I'm looking around the corner, like I'm looking around him to see who this dude is walking around in the background, but now he's ringing somebody else. So I don't know.
Hold on.
He's trying something. Oh, this call has ended. Uh-oh. Well, so now I heard a ringy-dingy on his end, but then the phone hung up. I don't know.
Hello?
Hey, Matt. I can hear you. Yes. Hello.
Why the fuck can I not hear you right here? Why can I? God
I can hear you. You?
Yeah, I know. I see the heads. I see the thumbs up. I just cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. We can do a really delayed one.
Audio only. You, me.
I'm not hearing anything you're saying.
Okay.
God damn it. Oh, audio only. Why'd you say that?
Audio.
Yeah, me?
Try audio
you?
only.
You?
With
Me?
us. Yes.
Oh,
Audio
that's on this
only.
stream.
Try that.
Oh.
Who do I call him?
Hello.
Hey, Mac.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Poop. Poop 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Poop. No, I can't. Hold on. Just.
Ah.
God.
Poop, 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 huh?
Poop 1, 2, 3, 4. Poop.
Poop,
Poop.
poop. Well, I think that's only number 2, but yeah, poop. Poop.
Oh, these things are.
I mean,
Really
if it is
fucking...
1, 2, 3, and 4,
Okay,
that's
so...
I mean that's really bad. You need that taken care of.
What am I doing wrong here? God damn.
Poop.
Poop 1, 2, 3, 4. Poop.
Poop.
Poop 1,
Poop's
2, 3, 4.
only number 2.
I can hear everything else. So the problem is, I can hear this. Why can't I hear? I feel like I have to restart my computer. Hello? Can you hear me? Poop.
I
1,
can
2, 3, 4, poop.
I can hear you poop.
All right, let me restart my computer.
Okay. um. Uh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Why were you guys watching a video of him? Because, I mean, I wasn't. I was watching him on the video, and I didn't know you knew something that I didn't, or that maybe I do know. I didn't see anything that would directly indicate that. Give me a moment, please, while I take this moment of silence. I just need a moment to stretch out while I'm waiting for the reboot of McRae's computer. Hey, you know what? Hey, at least it's an interesting night. Did you expect McRae to come by? Did you expect me to invite him to come on to the channel and chat? Did I expect any of this? No. But you know what? Hey, YOLO. I know. People hate it when you say YOLO. But I've never had an opportunity to say it. YOLO. I better call Wonky. Hey Siri. Call Wonky FaceTime.
Making a FaceTime call to Wonky.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry I woke you.
Oh, it's okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Do you have paperwork you still need to work on?
Need me?
Well, I've got McRae here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be calling into the show in a moment. And I would just like an extra, maybe, set of eyes in the room.
Okay.
But if you don't have the ability and if you have some schoolwork you need to handle, I'm completely cool. And people are behaving themselves in general, I think. Aren't you guys? I think you are. So, if you can, I would appreciate just a watching set of eyes.
Yep, I'm on my way.
Okay, you don't have to come down, and if you still just want to grade papers, or if you need to go back to sleep, that's fine too. Whatever you are comfy with, my dear.
Okay.
Okay, boy.
Bye.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You can see me.
Hold on. Possibly. Oh, I can. I can.
All right. Well, hey.
Yes.
Holy
shit, are you done with this? You're over it?
Yeah, I'm on. All right, so here we go. Hold on for just a sec. I got to put my
Yep.
iPad down for just 1 minute.
No, you're good.
Take one quick little thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Fuck. I lost all idea of what's happening.
All right. Now I'm putting myself back on camera with my crowd.
Yeah. How do I, what's your channel again? I want to see the chat.
Well, my
Do you not want to say it out loud?
the one is right now, it's Toe the Camel. The channel that I'm on right now. My normal.
I had Banana the Toe.
Banana the Toe. That's interesting.
I really fucked that one up.
Normally it's Big Brother Bry. That's my mothership channel.
Okay.
But I'm currently on a 90-day hiatus, or as JC would call hiatus. Because of a copyright strike, which I do deserve.
You're not using fair use? Or is it not?
I fucked up. I had the Big Brother finale in a small video stream on my screen while the audio was playing in the background on my TV, and I literally just forgot to put it under the layer, and so I got, and I deserve it. So anyway, it is good to talk to you.
Absolutely.
And dude, I love that shirt. Is that shirt of you like being Jesus or something?
Oh god, dude, I didn't even realize it. Sorry, this is just a fucking sleepwear shirt. It's
you as Jesus. Oh, I love that.
The most embarrassing thing ever. I really.
No, no. Let me see that. Let me see that one more time.
It's me as Mother Mary. In Chumlud we trust.
Oh, good. I just got a screenshot.
Yeah, great. God damn it. Yep. It is really disgusting. But again, it is a sleepwear shirt. I did not even think about it.
It's all good, man. Oh, so
yes.
What can I want to try to help you if I can, but at the same time, I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I get, obviously, I have connection to Metro just as much as you do. You're not going to say names, but I will. I don't, I don't know who that person is. I've obviously indulged myself in watching some of their videos, of course, but, I don't think that's tainted anything of my ideas, I guess. And, I also think, to me, it's I don't know any of these Twitter people at all, ever. Right. And, to be honest, I think, it's dangerous to pretend we do know any of these people. And, I honestly, I can tell you stories where I've been catfished, but it's never been, a sexual catfish. It's been people that have played on my fucking, me being an okay person, you know? And to me, it's I've been scammed in this community. I've fucking literally been scammed. Sure. And so to me, it's very, very personal. And to me, it's there's two kind of, I don't know. This whole thing to me is there's something that doesn't smell right about this all. I don't know. I believe that there might be some sort of fucking shadiness. But I just don't know. There's something about it that there's something that's not right. I don't know.
Well, I mean, one test is time, and that time is 11 minutes from now.
Absolutely.
And
I think this is, you're right.
And that is a self-imposed date and time that he gave.
Absolutely.
That's not something I put out there. That's
Absolutely.
not and so, you know, if he's going to have to come back and go, oh, I own it, but I have this excuse, that excuse, and another excuse, which is usually the MO.
Yep.
Absolutely. And it's been a repeat scenario. I've seen it behind the scenes, and I've seen it in discussion, but admittedly so, I am the older guy in the situation here, 10 years older than him.
But what does that really mean? I mean,
no, hear me out. But hear me out. The thing is I was silly enough to still fall for it.
Yeah.
It's the cult of personality.
Yeah, and then, like, I agree. Like, I don't think that there's any age. You can't be, you know, like, whatever age you're going to be, you can't be like, well, I'm going to be immune to this kind of thing. Like, I think it's something that's, like, we're all immune to it. Like, I fucking like to think I'm smarter or whatever the fuck, but, like, it's like, I got fucking got also. Right. And so it's like, I hate that shit. And so, like, I know I'm not immune to it. Like, I know that I'm fucking dumb as fuck. Like, we all have to accept that we're all fucking dum-dums. And, like, con men will always take advantage. Right. And, like, this community, I think, is especially, like, it's an advantageous community to take advantage of, I guess. I don't know.
Well, like, I'm going to say this, that up until only a couple of months ago, I say a couple, up until approximately Christmas, everything was aces. Everything was 100% bueno.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. I had no doubts. I had no problems with him. I was rah. I mean, I was pounding the drums as much as anyone for him.
How did you get into contact? Or, like, where did it all begin? Like, because that's where I don't get. Like, where did Metro come from? Like,
how did I meet him? I
want to know everything. I want to know what's the origin story. I don't know if you want to get into it right now, but like,
well, I mean, I'm curious about everything. It's not a secret to my fans, but I'll let you know.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like.
No. Dude, it's cool. I mean, because maybe a little bit of the whole story, you know, I mean, there's not much to say at the beginning. I started my channel in June of last year to do Big Brother 20. My first try at anything like it. Never tried doing anything on YouTube, no broadcasting.
Hell yeah.
I went to broadcasting school, but that was the only thing I had for me was that. So I was going to go with that, and I went with a loose format, and I had noticed that he was one of the YouTubers that was recommended to me. I started watching, and I instantly was hooked on the humor, the dissection, the analyzation, of the game, of the people, how he had the ability to clown on something or someone or the way it was said, and you know, turn a 2-second thing or a 6-second thing into a 30-minute piece, which is an amazing feat.
Yeah.
And I give him the ultimate credit for being original like that, and being as good at it as he was. So I gave some likes. I hit the thumbs up all the time. I subscribed, and a few weeks into the Big Brother 20 season, there was an event that occurred.
Is this the L20? Or I guess it wouldn't be. I don't know. Like, there's like incident 1.
Okay. Well, let me just put it this way. I don't want to go into detail because I want to be respectful.
Obviously.
I want to be respectful.
Yeah.
But there was an unfortunate incident that had occurred which prompted me to reach out with condolences to him. And he did not know me from anybody at that time, other than he had only heard of me through some other people that were watching Big Brother channels and said, hey, this guy's been shouting you out, saying he watches your stuff and he's using some of your phrases, but he's shouting you out when he says it. And so I just shared, condolences publicly on his comment thread, and then we started to talk back and forth, and then within a week we were talking on the phone, and from that point on, it quickly became a friendship. I truly believe was a 100% friendship, and that did not waver, at least on my end, until recently. And he'll tell you that the reason for the loss of friendship was because he failed to show up at my place when he was invited, and he had promised to visit here. Dude, get over yourself. Really? I mean, do you really think that you not coming to my home is going to set me that far off that I would be so like, oh my God, no.
Okay, so like the promise was essentially like, and not necessarily just like going to your place, but like the promise of his whole thing was like going around and traveling to different auditions.
Correct, Amundo. And funny enough, the week, I believe it may have been the week that he was going to come and visit me, was the Minneapolis leg of it. Yeah. And I am in Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Now, if I am wrong on the week, then
cheesehead,
if I got that wrong on that week, then I will admit that I got my dates wrong, because he says he got his dates wrong in a famous or infamous situation, which I can tell you in another time. It's not important at this point. It's not germane to the situation. But when he did not visit, that did certainly make me think, okay, this is the second time that this has happened, where incident two, and this is okay. Now I'm starting to want to go, like, what the hell's going on? There's no reason for this to not occur. Reasons were given, but they were completely invalid reasons. And by the way, I just want to say to the folks listening on my show, forgive me for not engaging the camera. I am trying to look at McRae, and I'm trying to look at you guys as best as I can, trying to be professional. So, but so really, that's what got the gears turning for me. And then I started seeing other actions, like little fundraiser for, I need $100 so I can ship out these shirts. Yeah. Wait, these are the shirts that were paid for with $2,800 worth of money, plus other monies that you had.
What channel was these shirts being shipped out through?
What channel?
Like, yeah, as in like, was it like, where was the processing? Like, was it just through PayPal?
Well, he received all of these as donations through either PayPal or Cash App. Okay. Generally. Yeah. And so all of the individuals who paid to get into the club were supposed to get a welcome letter, a white shirt and a black shirt with his hashtag reference, and then it was going to be a more or less a promissory note that when he got onto Big Brother 21, that whatever the total winnings were that he would get, regardless if it's 16th place, 17th place, whatever, or first place, or anywhere in between, he would divvy up 10% of the total winnings amongst the 20 people, and he would hand deliver that money to those people by crossing the country to do it. Now, this was meant as an idea for him, and I thought at the time I thought an ingenious idea, and I believed in it, and I invested in it because I vicariously wanted to live the dream that I know I can't have through somebody that I think or thought at the time legitimately had a chance.
Have that dream?
What's that?
I said, why do you think that you can't have that dream?
Well, first and foremost, my weight is not a good situation. I am at that age that you don't stand a chance of winning Big Brother at 46. And
well, I'm not asking, I think that's a gimmick that people in that age range fucking put on themselves.
Right.
To be honest.
The other thing though is that I would clinically not pass because I do suffer from panic and anxiety and PTSD issues. So I would not want to be the Megan who goes in with those situations and then runs yipe like a scalded dog out of the house. And I just would. I think that would be a disservice to other fans. So
it's a real tough place.
Because I mean I considered it back around season 9, 8, 9, 10, and I looked at the application and I'm like, well, fuck me, I can't do this. Because
it's no joke.
Because I knew the psych evals were a huge part. So I mean, that's why I own it, that I'm crazy. Oh yes, I'm crazy.
That's what they're looking for. Oh yeah. I mean,
and that's been used against me since this situation has started to occur, and I that's unfortunate, but that is the way it is, apparently, as my therapist, or the rapist, says.
Arrested Development joke.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
I don't know. Like, I'm curious about like signatures. I've seen like a lot of disinformation where it's like a lot of the signatures are fake, but I also think that like the signatures were a promise that it was a high delivery, or what was it, like high expectation, low delivery.
Well,
essentially, where it's like I feel like because Metro couldn't get really into the thing, he promised a lot of shit that like that's fucking not a great thing to do. Like, it sucks because I've been there. I promised a lot of fucking shit,
right?
And so I think like like it's a big promise, and fucking couldn't deliver because of the fucking stuff that happened. But what the problem comes down to is, did he keep on pushing that idea that he had these autographs after the fact that he knew he couldn't get them?
Okay,
I'm curious about.
I need to clarify something, because I think the misinformation here is that there were no autographs up front that he already had. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. But I also don't think that that's unreasonable expectation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's unreasonable to be like, well, I'm going to go to this fucking thing where already these people are confirmed to be there. I'm going to fucking get autographs. Like, I don't think that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
Of an expectation.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Well, what the idea was that you would have, there were 2 shirts. One for each of the Hive members.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, 2 for each of the Hive members that would be available, and they would be $80 a piece. 2 that were available for Kevin. 2 that were available for Casey from season 11.
Absolutely, yeah.
And 2 that were available for who am I forgetting, folks? Evil Dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the Kevin shirts were $200 each. And not all of the shirts sold.
Yep.
I don't believe the Christopher Williams ones sold. I believe maybe one of the Baileys did.
Yeah.
And I bought a Haley one. And I know the two individuals, or I know of the two individuals who bought the Kevin shirts.
Okay.
Now, I will not name names on any of that for their sakes.
Absolutely.
That's completely up to them to come forth if they wish.
Yep.
What led me to my so here was the deal. He was apparently going to have those shirts signed by whatever method it be, and there was going to be a signature, and you get also a video message, 30-second video message, Vimeo style, if you will.
Yeah.
That is personalized to that individual who bought the shirt. So if I wanted Haley to say, watch Big Brother Bry,
Of course.
that would have been what I wanted her to say.
Yeah.
Now, he never asked, what do you want her to say when we're preparing for the trip? And I don't know if he ever asked anybody what they wanted to have said.
Yeah.
But I have not asked that of anybody previously, so that's not something that has occurred to me. But two different stories were told as to what the status of those shirts was, because one story is that he was going to give them to one of the BB alums that was at the game, and that they were going to distribute those to the Hive members and have them all do the things. Now that is interesting, because I had purposely sent him shirts of my channel, enough of them to distribute to each member of the Hive, because I asked specifically about sizes and so forth. So when I asked him, how did so-and-so get the shirts, he told me that he had shipped them all in a package. Now, there was another story that he was going to meet up with them, but then he tells me that those shirts were completely lost because he mailed them to said person.
Okay.
Said person, who I have spoken with, has said, what shirts? I've never received. What are you speaking of?
Okay.
Knew nothing of the shirts, knew nothing of the Vimeo type messages, knew nothing, and why they weren't getting paid to do it.
Yeah. Wouldn't he have some sort of confirmation that the shirts were received at said ending point?
It said ending point. Meaning,
he mailed these shirts off to. Well, I mean, we're obviously talking about some sort of member of Big Brother 20, so he sends it to them. At some point, FedEx or whoever the fuck deals with these packages, they have to sign off, and be, or a check mark or some sort of signature. So, there's a point of contention where, I mean, that's somewhere where, well, I guess we should see that receipt, just from Metro D's standpoint, right?
Well, right, and yeah, I mean, along the lines of, how the shirts were handled and whatnot wasn't so much my concern, but the ultimate delivery.
Yeah.
And as a person who invested in that, in both aspects of it, I believe even one person was a part of 3 separate situations, because he had this level 20 group.
Yeah.
He also had a subgroup called VTT.
Okay, so this is what I don't understand. This is the part where I don't have that like introspective knowledge of like what these things are.
Yes.
So like I'm like trying to figure out what that is, and like that is very, very secretive.
Okay.
And I don't have any clue about any of
Well,
this.
it's really not secretive because it's not like an Illuminati or a secret society, but
Well, because if it was, I was about to join.
yeah, what happens is that once he had the 20 spots filled for level 20, $100 a piece, and that money was to be used to help him get around the country to do the casting calls. Which
$2,000?
It was $2,000, right?
Yeah.
Now, one person wished to also get in, but did not have the money in time to join, so he let them join as a 21st person, but still kept the name L20.
Okay.
One of the people that entered the club donated also an extra $200 to go towards 2 additional people who would not otherwise have been able to afford spots.
Okay.
He did not make it L23. It was still L20 plus 1. So that extra 200.
Is this the
Poof.
same 2,000 and something that got given to Kevin?
No. Well, I won't even hypothesize. No.
Suspicious that it's both the same number.
That seems to be, I've never even considered that, but that is a convenient but no, I would say that it is seriously not related. At least in my opinion, I don't believe it is. Because this was so far before. This was something way back before anybody was having any doubts. Back before when his game was on and it was on right.
How much money do you think he made from his Twitch or his YouTube and or together?
Well, let me first finish one part of this story.
Absolutely. No, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Because all of the people filled the group of L20, he had more people that were clamoring to have a part of that same situation. So a subgroup called VTT was created. 10 people, $50 a piece.
Okay.
So now we have a total of $2,800.
Do you know what VTT stands for?
Venus Thirst Trap.
Okay.
And that was named after his name for Rachel Swindler.
Okay.
Because that was a tongue-in-cheek reference to her, just his nickname for her.
Yeah.
For the season. And we all laughed at that. We thought it was great, whatever. Okay.
No, that's fine.
And so, that was the whole thing. Now, the $2,800 was for his lodging and transportation and eats and whatever it is on the road while he's going to try out for Big Brother 21.
Why was this, like, something that was interesting to you? I mean, like, obviously, I guess you said that it was something that you couldn't live out, or what you thought you couldn't live out. But was there anything, I mean, like, was the idea of money, like, winning out, like, was that ever something that crossed your mind, or was it just, like, a fun bonus?
No, actually what it was, sincerely was at the time, I was trying to help a friend out and trying to be a part of something that I really did believe he was going to be able to accomplish. I saw a certain amount of charisma in him. Now keep in mind the words I'm using. Charisma. Entertainment. There's he's funny. He's self-effacing. He has the ability, the gift of gab.
Absolutely.
And knowing that he was involved in radio previously in his life, I respected that. And I did come to befriend him. So it became an easy thing for me, provided that I did have $100 to say, here you go.
And was this an investment, or would you say was this a donation, I guess?
Well, he made it known that if he did not make BB21, he would refund the money.
Okay. And that's where we're at tonight, essentially.
Yes, and I have received my refund for my level 20 prescription. You know, I wouldn't prescribe it to anybody. But no, I removed myself from that group a month ago. And he paid me promptly, and also for the $80 shirt that I never received and that never existed, as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think it was malicious overall?
I don't believe it was malicious. I have my theories. I don't want to speak out of school. I don't want to say anything out of pocket.
Absolutely.
I have my theories, but I believe that he has no excuses.
Yeah.
He has none for why the money is gone, or why the money is not there and has not been distributed in a timely manner. He said by the 15th. McRae, it's the 15th now, 16th now.
I want to see those refunds, right?
It's the 16th right now.
Yeah, I tried to follow up on anyone that I could, but also I understand that people do not want to talk to me. But like, I might try to be tough. I'm not tough.
Right.
But like, to be honest, like, I want to fucking know. Like, I fucking think that like Real Vegas was a real pox on this community. I think they were just bad, and like yeah, just bad. And so to me, it's like they're scammers. Like, and I don't want scammers in this community because I think a lot of this community might be just like easily taken advantage of, and I don't want that. And like, I've been a fucking fan of this community. I've been a Big Brother fan first. Like, that's where I started. Like, that's why I got on Twitter. Like, that's why I'm a piece of shit on Twitter. I'm sorry, everybody. That's why I'm wearing a goddamn shirt of myself. But
it's a good shirt. Like, it's folks. You know, it's a good folks. It's a funny. Folks, it's his. Wait, hold on, folks. His shirt is funny as fuck. Okay. Yeah. I will attest it's funny as fuck. Some of you may not like it. Some, if you're not a McRae lover, you even may still laugh at it and go, okay, props.
Yeah, he really is a
douche. Or it may cement that further for you. Now, I will tell you, dude, I need to be completely clear.
Absolutely.
The few times that you have been mentioned on my show,
that you clearly stated that I'm a terrible person.
Well, no, no, actually, no. Well, I think I actually, if anything, I was more kind of like, man, I got to give that dude props because he was railing Amanda. I mean, goddamn, and okay, but I did kind of make a few comments along the lines that, your game was shit. I mean, but I need to be completely transparent with you, dude, because I realize, when this past week when I've did my whole mea culpa over Rockstar and Chris and over Chris Williams and for Bailey. That came from reflection and just realizing that I was just being the yes man and the go rah rah cheerleader because I got too hooked into it. I got sucked in. It was a black hole that I finally somehow was able to escape. Now, I say escape. I don't want to dramatize it, but that I suppose, I mean, in a way, some people might want to look at it that way. Some may not.
I mean, if it really is what what y'all, I guess, think it is, I think, like, you guys are talking about a scammer black hole. And obviously, I think that is a very serious thing. And I think it's very, very real. And, like, that's how scammers operate. Like, con men. Yeah. Con sound is short for confidence, man.
But,
like, you believe in something. Like,
but
obviously.
I do not believe I do not believe that there was malicious intent.
I don't think there was
beforehand.
Like,
I don't believe there was any form of malice intent or any way.
And, like, the same could be said about Swaggy C's whole operation, I guess. Like, I don't think there was necessarily malicious intent there, but I also think that, like, there was money opportunity there. And so, like, if you're gonna fucking blame one, you have to accept the other. To me, I think that, like, that's the problem with this whole thing, where it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if these refunds don't pan out and, like, everything doesn't pan out and, like, this does not happen, then absolutely we should treat this situation as a scammer situation. And I don't think it's much different than Swaggy's or Chris Williams. I mean, like, I know that it's probably not exactly what you agree with, but I also think, like, we should stay consistent, and, like, we should not have these elements that are taking advantage of our community.
Yeah.
I wish this community was less toxic. I wish it was better, and, like, I try to do anything, but I know that my ideas are misguided. But I just want this to be a fun community. Like, it's never going to be that, I guess.
And I guess I should, further clarify, just at least. Because I feel maybe I should do this at this point. Since you mentioned Chris Williams, I feel that I need to clarify just a little bit more. I truly do not know what happened there, and I am not going to dissect that math. Because it was a situation that I had no relationship with, I had no connection to, I had no stake in.
From what I understand, there's a lot more to the story than we all know.
Exactly. So, and there have been other things that have been brought to my attention recently, which caused me to make that apology. Because I did say some nasty, out-of-pocket things. I never, and I never, and I will tell you this, met the other guy, okay?
Yes.
He, as far as I know or remember, he never made fun of the
other party involved.
The other party involved and their miscarriage.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I know that was something that he was saying, that the other party was saying that they were being accused of, and that was the basis for them being banned from the basketball game.
Absolutely.
Which
I don't remember if I asked you, but do you think that this was like revenge, I guess? Like, do you think this was like getting one back up for, essentially, like, emasculating, or, like, it was essentially like I don't know, just like treating very poorly. I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want at your own event. Obviously, I'm all for that. But I mean, like, that's what it was. I mean, that's what it would be to me, I guess.
Are you asking like?
Do you think that do you think that it was like some sort of like get back? Like I wish I could put it in better terms. I can't think of it right now. But
or like a vengeance thing.
A vengeance thing, absolutely.
Yes.
Like the smear campaign.
Yes. Yes, because the first step was when he was banned from the game. Mm-hmm. That was the first thing, and that was like, oh fuck no, so he's not gonna.
Where does incident 1 take place on this timeline?
The incident 1 was that incident one, when it came to what? My relation with him?
Well, I mean, like, I just know that there was, like, some sort of, like, incident one with t-shirts that didn't get delivered, essentially, from what I understand, but, I mean...
Okay,
I don't know if that's...
on or around December 16th of December last year, his channel was swatted, and or shut down for the live stream, 90-day live stream. Sorry, swatted. I realize is another term for something else.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, that's really crazy shit. So it wasn't swatted that way. But no, he got a smack on the face, and no, sit down for 90 days. So this is what caused him to create the if I believe that this is what caused him to make the 316 shirts. The 316 shirts, which he was going to have signed, and that he would, the special club. These were the $80 and $200 and so forth shirts. So that is the beginning of, well, the first shirts that weren't delivered were the level 20 shirts. And that was money that was forever. Yeah. Now, on the 12th of March, this is about 2 to 3 weeks after I really started questioning and putting things together on my own that made all the sense in the world to me. And I've run it past a couple of other people, actually more than a couple of other people, and that were already in the know, and listened to the words that he even said on his own channel. And they said, yeah, I remember that too. And well, why would he have to run a postage, why would he have to run a shayathon? It's the word. Yes, I said his name. Okay. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh my God. I don't know. But anyway, he has a telethon to raise $100 for postage to ship out the shirts that he's supposed to be giving us. Now he says on camera to me, I'm going to bring your shirts when I come visit you, so I'll save on postage. Yeah. Now, I said, oh, okay, fine. Now, I wonder after the fact, I go, wait a minute. If he's got $2,800 that was raised for just being in the club, the cost of 40 t-shirts is not $2,800. At best, you might be paying $500 for 40 shirts.
Yeah.
I've bought shirts before. I know the cost. At 50 shirts, that's about what they cost. Depending on where you're going.
Yeah.
So, why do you need $100 to send them?
Yeah,
also, why do you also run another telethon? Because you broke your phone and you need $100 to get a new phone because you went without a phone for 2 or 3 days. Okay. Why do you need to do all those things? And then on top of it, you didn't go to one goddamn audition.
I agree.
Not one casting call. Hell, we didn't even see the proof of an envelope being sent with a DVD in it going to Rob and Cass.
What he claimed was that he was sick, correct?
Well, towards the end, yes. Towards the end of towards the latter quarter of the casting call season.
When did it begin? When did this campaign begin?
The campaign to get on the show? When he started his channel?
Casting calls, yeah. Was that what it was? Was that the beginning of his channel?
His channel started? He will admit that his channel, or he will say, and he's always said that his channel has been about his quest to be on Big Brother. Period.
Okay.
And that's what I liked about him. It's like, it was like a constant campaign for himself, but he also entertained at the same time.
Yeah. So then, when did like the solicitation of money start?
Well, I was not in the know of his channel until about a year into it. So if there were any fundraisers or anything like that, I don't know of them beforehand.
But these are the ones that you have personally witnessed?
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
I would say, like, this is a common thing throughout the Twitch-osphere. I know that you have a Twitch.
Right.
This is like, I mean, like, what's the difference between this or, like, some cam girl that's raising funds for her dog Chico to get food? I mean, like, but, like, seriously, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I raise money, too, on my channel. I accept super chats, and
absolutely. Is this not hustle?
Right. And when there was the thing is that before he was doing all of this extra fundraising and extra stuff, he was already getting people giving him money hand over fist, it seemed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not uncommon for there to be at least in a 2-hour broadcast $3, $4, $5 donations, probably $1 or $2 $10 donations.
Very popular.
And maybe a 20, 25, and then maybe once or twice a week you might even see a 50 get dropped in.
Yeah.
Plus, he had other people that paid monthly through other subscription aspects or other services. So
what was his main form of, like, communique? Like, was it YouTube or was it Twitch or, like...
YouTube.
YouTube? Okay.
YouTube.
And then, like, what is your main form? Like...
YouTube.
I'm also, like, a Twitch guy, and now I'm just kind of like, oh, yeah. Like, what do you got to do on... Like, when you guys seem, like, very successful on Twitch... Or, like, Metro seems pretty successful on Twitch. Like, he gets way more fucking followers than I do. Like, I don't know what kind of, like, like people you draw in, I guess, on Twitch.
The funny thing is with Twitch is that those became our emergency channels.
Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking. It's always backup.
Right, and when that became his emergency channel, once he got dropped from the first time he got dropped from YouTube.
And when was this?
That was before I had met him. Okay. And he actually came back to YouTube during Big Brother 20.
Okay.
And that's around the time that we had met and started to become friends. And so he got the other SWAT down back in December. That was the other time.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
But yeah, I had, and I only had a very short time over on Twitter or I'm on Twitch. I'm sorry, just simply because Twitch for talk show format is awful.
That's noted. I'm gonna write that in my notes.
It's great for gaming, but I think that they purposely screw up the streams for talk shows.
I believe it.
Unless they're bringing in money. Because, if I'm seeing some chick, a hot blonde that's dressed up in a Japanese schoolgirl outfit, singing and dancing badly at 3 a.m., but she's getting $10 donations every 3 seconds, I know she's getting a much better stream than some sore bastard with this,
You would agree then, I guess, that, like, that's not much different. Or, like, Metro...
Well, I would... Right. I mean, that's not much different in the sense that I don't find any fault with him having, where he's trying to get donations or, for his shows that he was providing, because when he was providing shows and he was asking for donations or just saying,
only because of, like, the Swaggy streams? Do you think, like, that was the only reason he was getting, like, an influx of people? Or like...
I honestly didn't watch the streams as a live viewer. I only watched I didn't even know that they were done as live streams. That Swaggies were. I just thought that they were via videos that he posted. So so I can't. I mean, I can't say honestly what the intent was or not because only he knows.
But again, like what we were talking about, like it was pulling blood from a stone. Like it was just like milking a fucking like it was beating a dead horse. I mean, like.
Again, though, I won't put those words. I won't say that. I don't want to.
Metro's watching, but I mean, like.
Well, no. I mean, when I can only say that from my experience with the other party, that when they were on point, when they were doing their entertainment bit, they were great. And they deserved every bit of those donations that they got from people giving them $2 and $5 and $10 and $20 and $50.
Absolutely.
Including myself, who did it many times.
The people that we both have talked to, like those people, we won't discuss their names or anything like that. I mean, what little proof I've gotten, I guess, or like receipts, I would say, is like YouTube comments. Like, and I think we've probably seen them both. We've seen those images. I think those. I mean, like that's nothing really though. Like, I mean, like essentially what you've said, I mean, is like you didn't think he had malicious intent. I think you agree that it was like a big promise with little return. It was like he was emasculating. Like it's tough to fucking like get in that bad. I obviously am taking the side against, but I think like there's something to be said about everything we've seen here. Like my biggest problem right now is that I've seen it before. It was Gina Marie on Reddit. I think I don't know. Like I don't know if you've seen that. I don't know.
I have not. I have not seen that.
It's pretty much just like, oh yeah, it's like a story about Gina Marie, and it's like, oh yeah, like she could be racist right here, and it was bullshit, and I said from the get-go, like this, you guys are all fucking supporting this shit, but sooner or later it's gonna happen to your favorites, and like I think that maybe that's what happened with fucking Christopher Williams, and like I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't think it is, to be honest. But I think that like it's gonna only ramp up and get worse, and I think like the narrative spin on stuff on Twitter is fucking terrible. And we're seeing it with Kyra in Canada. Like I don't want to get too crazy, but like I think like there's like it's spin. It's like spin doctorism. It's scary, and like the narrative is being set, and like I know that y'all don't agree with me, but like everyone should be careful of this, because like one day it's one con man, but the next day it's a fucking con app, like it's spinning you.
I will not. I will. When it comes to him, and I say him being that the party, he who shall not be named.
Absolutely.
Because he doesn't want his name in my mouth, and I actually approve of that message, because I get a bad taste after that name is in my mouth. I truly believe, like I said, when he had the idea of the group and for the purpose of it, I thought it was, wow, that's a good idea, because that will help you to get noticed and get you at 4 or 5 different auditions, so that they're like, holy shit, this guy is serious.
Yeah.
Because if everybody's going, wait, weren't you in Erie, Pennsylvania? Yep. Weren't you in Bowling Green? Yep. Yeah. Weren't you in Minneapolis? Yep. Weren't you in San Diego? Yes. OKC? Yes. Okay. This guy means it. And And he had shown the fans enough charisma, enough, like, hunger for it, that we were believers.
Absolutely.
Until it got to be, and I'm not speaking for the rest of the group, I'm speaking for me.
Absolutely.
All the cracks I saw from inside, being somebody who spoke with him on a daily, if it wasn't daily, it was 5 to 6 nights a week. We would speak on average for about an hour and a half a night, 2 hours a night. You get to know somebody inside and out. It's like being in the Big Brother house with somebody for 14 days or whatever, or whatever it is. You can equate it however you want. But you get to know somebody, at least family-wise, politics, music, everything. And you get to know what they're about. And when they start taking a certain turn of attitude and emotions, that certainly is a red flag.
Yeah.
And when you're the party that is trying to make more effort to reach out to him and make him aware of a situation that is possibly brewing within his own clique, club, group that he formed, and he doesn't want to hear about it. And I'm like, well, because he wanted me to give him a name of people that were involved in what was being said. And I said, I'm not going to say it's privileged. Oh, okay. And then attitude continued.
Yeah.
And that spiraled from that point into less communication and eventually none. Because I said I want out, and I got out. And
you still don't think it was malicious?
I don't think that the fundraising for the group that he had on his show was malicious in any way.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the fundraising for those groups was malicious in any way. I believe that was truthful for his quest at the time.
Yeah.
But something happened somewhere between the time he formed the club to present day that took him off the path. And he has many reasons.
Yeah.
I'll say reasons. Most would say excuses. And I would prefer to say that myself, excuses.
Yep.
He's misled folks as to what his situation is to a certain degree.
That's where it becomes a real problem. Absolutely.
And I don't want to go into more depth about that because, again, that's, I don't want to get into that. But it's, I do not believe that there was any malicious intent by him to form that club. I believe it was for that purpose to get on Big Brother. Now, when it came to any fundraising for Kevin, that also, I do not believe had any malicious intent. If it did, or if I had thought that, I would have never gotten involved in helping to raise the funds.
I'd be absolutely fucking furious.
And that's why, though, because I saw what happened with the other situation, with the Christopher accused situation for Christopher, and I'm putting the quotes accused because that's what he accused him of.
Yeah.
And that we've only seen that real full aspect, or not even full, that take on the story.
Yeah.
I think that everything there needs, I don't even think everything there needs to be splayed out because what was shared with me explained it all to me as to how that money situation worked out. And it appears to me, now I do not know this, I can't speak for Kevin, But as far as what I understand, I thought that situation was all water under the bridge at this point. And that my only concern now is the money that was raised on his channel.
Yep.
That I also raised and then relayed that money, and I do have proof of every cent that I relayed to him and for that purpose.
Oh, we should absolutely, yeah, that should definitely be screenshotted or whatever the fuck, whatever you can, you know, like, you should definitely have,
Oh, I do.
Good.
Multiple.
Because, yeah, it really becomes an issue, I think, when these refunds don't happen, when fucking, you know, like, a promise gets delayed, essentially, like you said, you know, when something's, like, pushed longer than it needs to be.
And, well, I should make it 100% clear as well. I have no idea as to the status of there are two totals, 800 and 2120. Those are the two totals that were supposed to go to Kevin from separate fundraisers. The second one is the one that I had some involvement in, which was a total of about, like I said, 600 to 700 or so. The rest of that's all on him. I do not know if that has been given, has partially been given, or whatever. But in May, he was planning to have in May an event that both Kevin and Casey from Big Brother 11 were to go to in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Now, in subsequent and recent videos that he has posted, he has indicated that event may very likely not happen because of Kevin's follow-up surgery and Casey's rotator cuff surgeries, I believe, that he's got.
Yep.
And that's understandable.
Absolutely.
But Kevin could still use that money, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And why is there a need to hold on to it? If it's been paid, why not announce it that it's been paid and show us that it's been paid? Because I'm sure that there are dozens of people really wanting to know where that money is.
Absolutely.
And
I
that,
think,
so.
Yeah, definitely Metro D's absence on Twitter is concerning, I guess.
And YouTube.
I mean, like...
And Twitch.
To be honest, to be fair, I guess he did have his, his little comeback, I guess.
Not even 5 minutes. Yeah. Outside with the construction work going on. Really.
But he still had it. I mean...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's not move goalposts.
No, that's true. Let's not make mountains out of molehills, right? That's the term he used for me. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know exactly, I guess. But, I mean, I don't know. To me, there's something there's something that's not right here. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I really don't know, and I obviously have a lot of blind spots. If anyone can fill me in on anything, please DM me. Everything, yeah, your secrecy is fucking paramount to anything. I just want to figure out what's going on.
Well, yeah,
I'm just saying this to everyone, I guess.
Right, and you know, I'm sure my crowd is hearing you 100%, and I will say to the crowd, for whoever's in the room left over, bear with me for not looking at the chat, because you know I'm looking at McRae. I'm trying to handle the camera. I've got a cord connected for power, so you know, bear with me, all right? And you know, it's not every day that you get just a sudden call from Big Brother alum. You know, and this week I've had two. It's kind of this is kind of surreal, dude. I'll be honest.
No, good. That's the way I like to keep it.
So, no, what it comes down to is right at this point, what I care about are the people in that group. And some of them would say, you know what, don't worry about me. You worry about yourself. Worry about your own business. Okay, fine. But there are at least a few people, I would say a good half dozen people in that group distinctively that I care a fucking lot about, that I want to see them getting their money back. And most of those people are in this chat right now, probably, if they're still awake.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, this is my community too, and I don't want anyone to take advantage of this community because, like, sometimes this community is the best, and like other times it's terrible. But like, I'll take the good with the bad because, I just this is my community as much as it is anyone else's.
Yep.
So like, I'm going to go after scammers regardless. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Like my enemy is my friend. I don't fucking know. But like, I don't like scammers, and I don't like people that are taking advantage of people. And that's I'll always fight that.
I got you, dude. I understand that. I completely understand that. And I hope you understand where I came from in the sense
Absolutely.
of being apprehensive about reaching back out to you publicly in the sense of the Twitterverse, because I figure speaking, person to person, and especially, I mean, I don't know if you're broadcasting this now or not, but I mean, I'm of course I'm broadcasting, so I thank you for being a guest tonight. You're my first BB guest, actually. So that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm sorry, it's under these circumstances. That's the thing. It's but this stuff needs to be addressed, and he needs to take care of that business for those people that wish for some help. I just want to be maybe that person that can help to shed some light on it for them, so that they are not, so that it doesn't happen again. It does, so that doesn't happen to somebody else. And I was thinking forward, but it was because people said, well, you were smart by getting out so early. Well, no, it was because I saw more and I heard more, so I had more insight, and others didn't want to believe or didn't want to hear or didn't want to listen, and that's fine, and I respected them for their loyalty to him. Absolutely. But I could have no more of it because I was not going to
kowtow to
no, I'm not going to become part of something that's just wrong and follow the leader.
Oh yeah.
And I've never been an alpha. I've never been an alpha. I've always been a follower, but here I am following again, so.
No.
But
I appreciate you having me on, and
yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah, well, hey, by all means, hit me up some other time if you wish. We can talk, and but I do appreciate your time, and I hope that this answered some of the questions for you that you needed.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Man. All right, bye-bye.
Yep.
Well, folks, that was McRae, the Mac Daddy. That I was definitely not expecting. So, Wonky, go to sleep. Please? Por favor? I am a little speechless right now. Not what I was expecting tonight. I did not expect a BB alum to come through the room. I did not expect McRae to come through the room. I did not expect to offer to talk to McRae on camera. I did not expect McRae to take me up on it. Well, actually, after I offered, I expected that he would. But considering he wanted to find that information out, he wanted to know more. Now, I'm just going to say he may have his own opinions or ways he may wish as an individual, as a self-thinking, intelligent person, as a self-thinking adult man, to consider what has been said and put it in a form that he feels may have a certain label to it. I am going to try not to use specific labels on the situation being more than what it is. I don't want to try to put labels on it. It's unfortunate. That's the label I'll put on it. Unfortunate. I would really like to know. Debbie, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to ask you. If you don't want to answer me, I understand. Have you received your money? If you say, Bri, I don't feel comfortable talking about it, cool. I would pose the same question to the other folks that are of that group that are in this room. Debbie, there's no problem, but no problem. There are some other folks here too. I mean, I know, Debbie, I've known you long enough and I've spoken to you and communicated with you enough that I feel I can maybe ask that question, but if you'd rather not, that's fine. If you leave it silent, that's cool too. Yeah, I understand. Actually, don't worry about answering it, because I shouldn't put that on you to do that in the chat. Oh. Okay. Well, that's two people I know that didn't. Because I know one would blow my phone up. $11:57 p.m. Still pending. Oh, and Debbie, you asked if you can call me sometime this week. Absolutely. You may. Anytime you like. All right, folks. I'm going to shut it down for the night. I have no more to give you for the evening. Emily, are you still on schedule for talking tonight? Are we on schedule? Or do we still have our chat date? Julie, hey Julie, I knew you were there. I knew you were there. Denise, thank you. Okay, so you only got the 100. You did get the 100? Okay. All right. Okay, Squirrel, gotcha. Okay, so you, Debbie, you did get the 100. Okay. Well, that's one that's gotten their 100. But not the 80 for the shirt. Well, he didn't say a damn thing about paying those things off, did he? Is that next? Yes, congrats, Debbie. Oh, I did not see that, Debbie. I saw the one that said asking if you could call me this week. I'm sorry. Yeah, I see you. I see you there, Debbie. I got you. Good. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe everybody got their money at the same time. I'm hoping Julie got hers. Although hers still says pending it 4 minutes ago. And that's Central Time. It's now Saturday the 16th, Central Time. I mean, and it still says pending. 18th? What? Why? Why not now? Why not now? Wow. Are there any others? Maybe Zeta. Maybe. Yep. Robin, do you have any news for me? Do you have any good news? Please let me know if you do. I'm trying to remember who might be here still. I don't think there's a couple of folks I can think of that are here early. Oh well, Denise, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to name names. We're not going to name names there. Well, guys, I thank you for hanging out. Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. Okay, there must have been another Robin then, because I thought there was somebody named Robin in there. My apologies. I thought maybe that's somebody else. Okay. And I know the other folks that are part of that group were here earlier in the evening. So, well, I mean, if Debbie got hers, that's one good step. That's one good step. Hopefully, the others will have gotten theirs. I care about Debbie. I care about Julie. I care about. There are others that I, I mean, those are the first two right off the bat that I'm thinking of. But there are other folks that I may not feel comfortable with me saying their names. So therefore, I'm not going to roll them out and do that. But I would like to make sure that they also get paid, because it's just the right thing, dude. It's the right thing. Anyway, Emily, I'll give you a call in a few. Give me about maybe 10 minutes if you would, and I'll be on the horn. And I appreciate you guys hanging in there tonight, those of you that stuck with me for a while there. I mean, I'm sure you're kind of like, what, McRae? Hold on a minute. Yep, still nothing on one particular person, for sure. So, oh, hold on a second here. Okay, let me take care of this. Just so it doesn't show up all night long. I'm taking the live now out. Save. So then when it processes, it'll process properly. And then it won't say live now tomorrow morning or something and confuse the fuck out of some other people. Or you. Anyway, did a little longer episode than planned, but we had a surprise guest tonight, McRae. So thanks for McRae for coming by. Hopefully we can actually do a discussion about Big Brother sometime. I'd really love to do that if you're up for it. Otherwise, we'll be here tomorrow with updates on Big Brother 7, Big Brother Canada 7, and the veto competition, which is happening tomorrow. To recap, right now we have 3 nominees. Yes, 3. Damien, Esty was the replacement for Adam, who took himself down with the veto. And Cory was put up for nomination by Adam, who got a secret unlock device or a secret code or something, or tape or something in the archive that allowed him to name a third nominee. Thank you, Greek goddess. So yeah, so that's how things stand. 3 nominees, and we have until Thursday to find out who's going home. So until tomorrow night at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 West Coast, this is me saying peace, love, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night. Later. Emily, 10 minutes. See ya.